This is the story called A Military Dog Called Duke. Duke is 8 weeks old and is about to start training as a military dog. At first, like all puppies, Duke is very excitable. However, after a couple of weeks, Duke's handler, Paul, realised that he was very intelligent and that he would sail through his training. Duke did sail through his training, and by the time he was a year old, he was ready to embark on his career as a military dog. Both Duke and Paul were sent to Afghanistan to fight in the war. During his time in Afghanistan, Duke saw people shot and killed in bomb attacks. Duke wasn't in the least bit fazed by this. He just took it all in his stride and did everything that was expected of him. One day his handler Paul was shot twice in the leg and he rolled down a steep grass embankment and knocked himself out. Duke ran as fast as he could to get help for Paul, dodging bombs and gunshots. Eventually, Paul was rescued and taken to a hospital. Duke never left Paul's side. He travelled in the ambulance and even stayed by his bed in the hospital. After a few weeks of rest and recovery, Paul and Duke returned to work. After they'd been back at work for about 8 months, Paul was shot again, this time in his arm. Duke managed to get the attention of another officer who called for help. Once again, Duke never left Paul's side. When they returned to work, Duke was shot and injured and was taken to a vet. This time it was Paul's turn to be there for Duke, and he stayed with him as much as he could. Despite the fact that the bullet had only narrowly missed his internal organs, Duke made a full recovery. After this, Paul decided to go home to his wife and 4 kids, along with Duke. He knew that his oldest daughter Ellie was about to start university in September. His second eldest daughter Chloe was starting 6th form college in September. His daughter Olivia was moving up to year 9, and his youngest daughter Eva was moving up to high school. Paul wanted to spend some quality time with them, and he wanted them to get to know Duke. Most importantly, he wanted to be there to see them off on their first days back at school, college and university. As Paul had imagined, everyone fell in love with Duke. After Paul and Duke had been back in Afghanistan for 6 months, they were both hit by a bomb. Paul flew up in the air and broke his spine in 3 places and broke his leg. He was told that he would never walk again. Duke's front leg was blown off, leaving him unable to carry on working as a military dog. However, Duke did receive an award for saving Paul's life and for the courage and bravery he had shown whilst doing so. It was arranged that Duke would live with Paul and his wife Clara and their 4 daughters for the rest of his life, and he did. However, his working days weren't entirely over with because he was used as an assistance dog in hospitals to help assist children in their recovery. He was also taken to visit hospices and old people's homes, and he brought a great deal of joy into the lives of hundreds of people around the country. Duke continued to do this until he died at the grand old age of 23 years old. When Duke died, many hearts were broken. It was decided that because he was originally a military dog, he would be given a proper funeral with a proper military send-off. Altogether, about 450 people and 4 of Duke's military dog friends attended his funeral. There was even a film crew there who recorded the whole event and even put it on DVD for those with memory problems and those who couldn't make it to the funeral. During the service, there were lots of tears and lots of laughter as many people shared their memories and stories of Duke. There was videos and photos shown on the big screens of Duke's journey throughout his life, from being a tiny puppy to the day he died. By the end of the service, there was literally not a dry eye to be seen. The fact that there wasn't a dry eye in sight is proof of how much Duke had affected the lives and touched the hearts of many, many, many people throughout his life. Everyone looked at the big screen, and in big letters it said, "Duke, you may be gone, but you will never, ever be forgotten. You will live on in all our memories and in all of our hearts, and we will always love you for all time to come. R.I.P. Duke, gone but never forgotten, lest we forget." The end. Thank you.